What's up, everybody? My name's Angus Crossley. Have you ever crashed your drone into a tree, the water, or pretty much anything else, and thought all your money was just going to be wasted as you watched it fall to its doom? Well, today we're going to see if that's actually true, and if there's actually a way you can save your drone.
Alright, yeah, so today is going to be a little bit of a story. It's been a while since I've done a video like this, or really a video at all. But today's going to be a story about, well, a story and kind of like a how-to / problem solving with your Mavic drone. As you probably read from the thumbnail and saw from the intro, I had a Mavic Pro, which wasn't even mine actually, it was my friend's drone. He was letting me borrow it for a couple projects that I had to do. And this is probably the second time ever that I had taken out and flown it. And as you saw from the shot in the intro, it was like a pretty good drone session. Everything was going good so far. So I decided to get a lower shot towards the water. And this is where everything kind of got messed up. So as I was flying this drone, I flew it straight out and I was like, okay, that's a pretty good shot. I was just about to bring the drone back. All of a sudden I see it spin out on my phone screen. The screen kind of glitches and then I get the signal lost kind of thing. And at first I wasn't sure what happened. I was just standing there in shock, obviously, because I mean, anytime a drone crashes, you're gonna be like shocked. But this wasn't even my drone, so I was even more kind of shocked / scared. So I was just standing there for a while, staring at the screen, before I decided to go and run across the bridge where I was. And as I got up onto the bridge and I was looking in the water, just watching in disbelief, I looked over and saw a man on his dock with a fishing line, just kind of dunking his fishing line up and down like this. And I looked at the end of it and I thought it was a fish at first. And I shortly found out after that it was actually my drone that he was just dunking up and down in the water. And so now you can imagine how even more devastated I was, but also kind of relieved because at least the drone wasn't completely gone. I had some hope of getting it back because it didn't just sink in the river, because this is a river, like it's a saltwater river, went all the way out to the ocean. But as I got down there to talk to the guy, I shortly found out that he had actually cast his line at the drone on purpose, thinking it was a bat, and he took the drone down. And he's also started like he also started kind of giving me a hard time, saying that I was gonna have to pay for his fishing line, his $90 fishing line. And at this point I didn't say anything because, again, I was still just in disbelief, and I really just wanted to get the drone and get out of there and just do whatever I could to try to fix it, because like I said, it wasn't my drone. I had no idea what I was going to tell my friend, and so I said nothing to the guy really. I took the drone, went home, and immediately, as fast as I could, I started the process on trying to repair it. And so this is where it might come in handy for you guys to find out. So I'd say the drone was in the water for about 2 minutes, because it took me a while to, first of all, get over to the bridge, then secondly find the guy who had it, and then walk down into his yard. Then it took about like another 5 minutes getting the fishing line off of it, so it was still pretty wet, and then I had to drive home. So it's not like I just got it out of the water immediately and dried it off. It was wet for a pretty long time. But the good news is, when I took it out of the water, the lights were still on site. The first thing I did was pull the battery out, and then when I got home, I filled up a giant bag with rice and just wiped off the drone as much as I could and sat the drone in there. I don't have any pictures or anything of that, but I mean, you can just imagine what a drone sitting in a bag of rice looks like. And that's where it sat for the next 3 weeks. I had actually watched a couple other videos on YouTube about this happening and if the drone could actually survive. And I was hopeful because I had seen a couple other success stories, but not a lot. You never know, it's kind of a chance with these things. So I let the drone sit in the bag of rice for about 3 solid weeks, and then I took it out of the bag of rice, wiped it off, dried it out, shook all the rice out and everything, because the rice got everywhere in the drone. And then I just opened it up to let it air dry and put a fan on it and let that sit for about another week. So I let it sit for about 4 weeks in total before I decided to take it out. A few things I probably should have done is maybe really wiped it off better and taking off the propellers. And so we ran into some problems with that a little bit later on. So anyway, after these 4 weeks, I decided to go out with my friends and finally test out the drone. We went out to this boardwalk that we were going to shoot anyway. So we went out to this boardwalk that we were going to shoot anyway, and got the drone already, and I was super nervous. At first I actually forgot how to turn the drone on. I just held the battery. I forgot that you had to like double press the battery. It didn't look like the battery's functional, but it didn't stay on.
That's a no.
I don't think it's turning on.
Oh no.
Then after that, I finally realized that you could turn it on, and that I could turn on the remote, but it wasn't connecting properly. There was something wrong with the connection system. So the drone turns on, but this light is just flashing orange, and it won't connect to the remote or anything. So now I'm freaking out again because I was like, really, the drone's gonna turn on and the remote's not gonna connect to it. That's kind of a bummer. My friend and I was there. He's pretty good with computers. Started troubleshooting it. We tried doing some things like to binding the drone and stuff like that because it might not have been like bound, which is like I guess how it's supposed to come factory, where it's like connected to the controller. And we tried doing that and it didn't work. And I don't know, I just basically just kept trying to do it over and over again, turning the drone on and off and on and off, until finally one time I just held the remote so close to it that it connected.
Dude, that's crazy. It actually connected.
The gimbal's looking a little janky.
That didn't look too good.
Motor or prop error, check motor or props.
Yeah, you know what you should have done? Did you disconnect all that stuff and reconnect them?
No.
Well, that's probably something you should have done.
I don't know how to take. This is where I realized that I probably should have taken the propellers off earlier. There was some rice stuck in there and they were all gritty and things that started to rust up because it was a saltwater river that the drone had fell in, and so all the drone arms and stuff like that were kind of stiff, and so you could see one propeller in the back just really wasn't going. And so we took all the propellers off and kind of spun it around a couple times and tried launching it again and again and again until finally the propeller just started going and it went off, and you know, the drone got up and flying.
Maybe the more you spin it, it's gonna... Holy!
No way, bro.
I wouldn't go too high with that, but you did it, man.
Does it fly good? It flies forward. It flew up, down, left, right, all the ways we wanted to go. The only problem left was the gimbal. On the bright side of that is that on Amazon you can buy full gimbal arm and camera assemblies for like $300 or like $400 and just put them right on the thing, and I've read the reviews, they say they work really good, and if it doesn't work you can return them. But I'll take that any day if that's really the only thing I need to fix, as a $400 replacement part that I can do myself over like buying a whole new drone for $1,500. So anyway, yeah, that is a story for the drone, and hopefully that gives you some hope if you're looking at your drone and you recently crashed your drone or fell into the water and you're wondering if it can be salvaged or not. These things are actually pretty durable, surprisingly. Obviously the downside is if you crash it in the ocean or something, you're gonna have to get out there fast and try to get it, because I was lucky that I wasn't lucky, but I was just at least somewhat lucky that this guy caught it on his fishing line, I guess, and that it didn't sink all the way to the bottom of the river, so I was able to get it back and fix it. Anyway though, that is going to be it for me today, guys. Just a quick short video for you. Not that short. It actually took me like 20 minutes to record this, and I'm going to have to cut it down. Hopefully this will help you if you crash your drone in water to calm down a little bit, and maybe you can take these same steps and also salvage your drone. So that's going to be it for me today, guys. If you like this video, please make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button for more content to come. And also, one last thing is I put a new travel video out recently, about like last week. If you haven't gone and watched that, make sure to go watch it. I'll leave the link in the description down below. And if you guys like that, also make sure to like that as well. Hit the like button as well. And that's it for me today, guys. So until next time, I will see you guys then. Peace out.
Get your line, what you fall through with the light sticks. Maybe help me spark the ideas. We got nowhere else to go, it's only up from there. I've been on my own, just running through the fields. Say vivid for the ears, I know that's how they like. Yeah, I fantasize. Tell me that it's real when it's all said and done. I said it how I feel it. I let them hear the fear of a past.